Welcome back to this week's video. Today we're going to be learning how to identify common birds using sight and sound. This week, science is wild. Birds can be found anywhere on the planet, from vultures found in the scorching hot deserts to penguins found in the cold Antarctics. They come in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes, and they also have unique songs. It's these differences that we're going to use to find our local birds in our area. Today, we're going to focus on 7 birds: the ring-billed gull, the mourning dove, the blue jay, the American robin, the red-winged blackbird, the house sparrow, and the Canadian goose. It's important to remember that birds are wild animals and should be appreciated from afar. To best do this, you should get a pair of binoculars from your local store. To best describe their size, I'm going to compare the birds to fruits, vegetables, and everyday objects. So, let's get started. Our first bird on the list is the ring-billed gull. You typically find them at beaches, parking lots, parks, restaurants, and anywhere near a coast. When you think of seagull, these guys are what come to mind. They're about the size of a standard soccer ball, have gray wings with a white head and breast. A good feature to look for is that black ring around their beaks. Here's what they sound like. The second bird on our list is the mourning dove. It is a slender, light brown bird with small black dots on its back and are about the length of a football. They like to be together in small groups and stay hidden in the trees, but they can also be found on the roadside eating from bird feeders when they're looking for food. When most people hear their songs, they can easily mistake them for owls because of their hooting. Next on the list is the blue jay, and just like their name, they are blue birds. Some things you should look out for are the white streaks you find on the backs of their tails and wings. They also have a white face with a black collar around their necks. They can grow to be about the length of a clipboard and are often found in groups inside forests, shrieking an unmistakable song. Number 4 on our list is the American robin, a bird you can find looking for worms on fields and lawns alike. About the size of a banana, they have black colored feathers on their heads and white spots near their eyes, a gray body and wings, and that orangey brown color on their breast. You can hear them early in the morning singing this wonderful song. Next on the list is my favorite bird to photograph, the red-winged blackbird. As the name says, it has iconic, small red spots on its wings and a bit of yellow behind those red spots, and the rest of their body is black. It's about the size of a banana. They tend to live in marshes, but can also be found in brushy habitats where there's lots of cover and cattails. Here's a sample of what they sound like. The next bird is the smallest one on this list, the house sparrow. These plump little birds are about the length of a pencil and can almost always be found in groups. They are seen in cities and farms alike. The house sparrow is a very plainly colored bird with brown feathers covering their entire bodies and their wings being slightly darker than the rest of it. Here's what these little chatty birds sound like. Last and certainly not least, we have our largest bird on this list, the Canada goose. These well-known migratory birds are slightly larger than a basketball and tend to fly in their iconic V formation when they're migrating. They have a long black neck with a white spot just behind their heads and a pale breast, with the rest of their body being a grayish brown. Canada geese can be found almost anywhere from parks to wetlands and are usually seen grazing on grass. They can also be identified by their iconic honks. So, that covers all the birds on our list. But as you may know, There are many more birds out there, all with different shapes, sizes, colors, and songs. We at Science City challenge you to go out and try to find all the birds on our list. If you keep your ears and eyes open, you're sure to find more. To help you on your birding journey, you can download a reference chart from our website down in the description below. As always, we love to hear from you, so be sure to share with us all the birds you managed to find with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram by tagging us or using our hashtag ScienceCityAtHome. We hope you enjoyed this week's video of science. Now that you know to identify a few birds, go out there and have some fun. Until next week, stay curious and keep exploring.